So once again, hi Maya, how are you doing?
I'm doing really great. Been having a really great day.
Same. Are you in Chennai right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. So first, let me start with this question because a lot of people, when they see someone on stage achieving, right? First of all, congratulations for all the achievements. But
Thank
I
you.
directly want to know how it was right before the event happened and the 5 overwhelming minutes right after the event happened. Can you just explain our audience how it was?
I was really, really nervous before I went on. While I was waiting there, there was just the loudness of the crowd was so much. It was hard to process everything that was happening. And before that, I did a rehearsal. I could see how many seats there were, but I was not able to see the top row. But then I heard that there were over 1,000 people there. So yeah, I was pretty nervous before. So the main thing that scared me was the crowd screaming. But once I got on stage and finished talking and actually started playing, I started to get really comfortable because I just remembered that I remembered not to look at it as a competition, but just as a really fun party. And I know that all of them are going to be cheering for me anyway, so there's nothing really to worry about. So with that, once I started playing, I wasn't nervous at all, and I actually did not want it to end as it kept going. So I can't remember exactly what happened because there was so much to process at that time. And yes, it was really, really overwhelming for me, especially after I finished. The part where they were all giving me a standing ovation, I was just taking it all in at that time because then I know that that moment I would remember forever. And once I finished, it was such a big feeling of me, like I just finished playing on stage for the first time ever. So it was a lot to do.
Wonderful. Okay, Maya. So now from Chennai to AGT stage, can you please explain our audience what is the journey of Maya Neelakantan? How is it?
Yes, well, I've always loved music a lot, ever since I can remember. And I've always used to listen to a lot of music every day. Like there would always be Carnatic music and thrash metal music in the car. I
Okay.
was even singing Carnatic music for a long time too. And I wanted to play guitar, so I started when I was 6 years old. So from there, I started by learning my most favorite songs, and I was able to be playing, and I was just continuing what I always do. But as I kept practicing, I was able to learn more tougher and tougher songs slowly, bit by bit.
Okay.
And then I discovered the band Tool. I had become a lot better after playing Tool, and I actually at that time I haven't heard anything like them before because of like how many effects they use, how long the songs are, and it's a full different genre of its own, I would say. So began getting a lot better once I started learning Tool. And I was learning Carnatic music on the singing. My party and ate were teaching me. And I
Okay.
was thinking that it would be really cool if I could play that on the guitar. That would be so fun. So I started searching if that was possible. And then I saw a video of Guitar Prasanna playing Carnatic music on the guitar. And then I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. So I had been learning from him for 2 years. I really love Carnatic music because it gives a very spiritual vibe with it and feels spiritual vibe and a very divine feeling. And the atmosphere instantly changes the moment that's playing. So I'm so happy that I can play that on the guitar. And my technique in Carnatic as well as everything else that I play on the guitar has just got so much better from there because it's really hard playing Carnatic with all the slides. And I didn't thrash metal does not use as much slides as Carnatic music. So it's a full new technique by itself. So I really love it and how microtones and everything that it uses. So I've been learning Carnatic for 2 years now.
Okay. So with regards to this mixture of Carnatic music and electric guitar, it when I heard the story itself, it feels like it might be very tough because it's not a very, what a lot of people do so that you can draw
Yes.
references. So it comes from your brain and your guru that you mentioned, and a lot of mixing of all of that. So how was that part of it? Or, how did you get those ideas or courage and the whole journey of trying something new within this field at such a young age? How was that feeling? What kept you motivated?
Well, the thing was, I wanted to learn Carnatic music on the guitar. So, because I wanted to do it, even though it was really difficult, I knew that I wanted to do it. So, I did not really mind doing it. But learning it was really difficult at first because, especially the slides of it, the speed they're done is just so fast. It takes a long time to get that. And
Right.
also, while dragging your fingers on the strings, it can cut you a lot. Like, even now, if I usually practice guitar for 6 hours a day minimum, but if I do 6 hours of only Carnatic, then I usually cut my fingers a lot if I do for like 6 hours for Carnatic for more than one day. So I still try to practice that so much, but like I said, I was really excited to learn Carnatic music because not many people can do that. So I was looking forward to, and I could learn so many new things out of that too. Like Carnatic music uses many microtones too, like in between the frets. And thrash metal or anything else I've ever heard does not use that. So I was very interested to learn that and many other things that Carnatic gives. So I was looking forward to learning it. And now I'm able to play lots and lots of Carnatic songs.
That's really wonderful, Maya. So one question, let's go a little back in memory lane. Okay, so everybody have their passion, small things, and especially when you go to your childhood, right? There is that one memory that sticks with you, one or two memories or instances. For example, I am an artist too. Other than my profession, I do painting. So I
Oh.
still remember those small incidences in my childhood where I tried to do mom, dad, one mountain hut, and I show it to my parents, and they get excited about all of that. So with music also, any few instances at like very young age which made you happy or which stayed back with you with regards to music, Carnatic music and guitar that you can share with us?
Well, I've been practicing guitar for a very, very long time now. And what had wanted something that really made me want to learn guitar was that I saw one live video of Metallica playing the song For Whom the Bell Tolls, and I loved how confident they were on the stage and how they weren't nervous at all. And then when I saw that video, I was like, yes, this is what I want to do in the future. I want to go on stage and play like them. So I've actually had that dream when I was really, really little. So when I first started playing guitar, it was pretty hard for me because right now the guitar fits perfectly, but before I was very little, so I needed to try very hard to hold it. But I was really excited and I really wanted to do it. So I was playing through it, just doing the entire time. And I also play with my appa. He does a little bit of guitar as a hobby, and he was helping me at first. He was helping me how to self-teach myself and learn my own songs. So I've been playing with him, and I've just really enjoyed moments. There are some songs that I learned that right now I'm pretty impressed that I learned it at that age. So I'm very happy. And also something that's really great that I see, I have a little brother called Rudra. He's doing the same thing. With
Oh,
drums, every time I practice guitar in the morning, he takes his drums and plays with me. So I'm just very happy to see him doing that too.
how wonderful. Great, Maya. So one more thing is a lot of people, when I read the tweets about all the appreciation tweets, one thing I really liked
Mhm.
is the way they were talking about the attitude part of it when it comes to musician and especially guitar, right? The attitude part
Yes.
of it really, people get it. So how was that? Like, was that naturally in you, or were you told to, play it a certain way? How does that go? There are a lot of questions about that in people's mind, right? The attitude part, can you please tell us how that works?
Well, I did used to watch a lot of live videos of many bands playing, and yes, they all have a really great attitude. So I tried doing something like that for AGT at first when I was rehearsing there. And then I thought I could use some help with it. So I actually asked my friend. She's a Hollywood actress
Okay.
called Jessica Pimentel. She acted in the Netflix series Orange is the New Black,
Hmm.
and she also does she plays guitar and a really great vocalist too. And I love the way she moves around on stage, and we've been friends for like 2 years or more. So I asked her, and then I actually did a lesson with her, and she taught me, and she showed me many tips and how I can improve myself with playing. so I can how I can really get on the stage. And
Hmm.
not only that, she also helped me mentally prepare for the stage too, since it was my first time and I was really nervous.
Great.
So I just messaged her and asked if we can meet up, and she said yes, she'll straight away. She said she'll do it. So that was really great. And after speaking to her, it gave me a lot of motivation, and I'm able to do my movements a lot more confidently.
Wow, great. So one more thing that I wanted to know is one thing is when we were watching the video of you performing on the stage is different, and I'm sure you watched that video after that where your parents got emotional and all of that. So how was that feeling when you saw your parents when you're performing? Definitely you're on the show, but when you watch those videos and see your parents get emotional, how did you feel? How was that?
Well, it was really special to see that because I really don't remember almost anything that happened on that stage. And I also don't know in detail what the judges had said. But now after seeing that video, I could relive it everything. I'm getting the same thoughts that I had on the stage. I was remembering like, oh yeah, they said this and that. So I was just reliving the moment exactly. And I was feeling the exact same feeling, not exact, but I was feeling like the same feeling I did while I was playing on that stage. And seeing how everybody was reacting to this was just very, very special for me. And I will always remember the time I played on stage, and I'll also always remember the time I watched myself playing on stage.
Wow, great. One couple of last questions. One, I is any childhood songs that is Indian songs that are your favorite that stayed back with you, that didn't change, that are your favorite list. You go back to them often. Are there any songs like that?
Well, I always listened to a lot of Carnatic songs for a
Uh-huh.
very long time. And some of the people I listen to is MS Subbalaxmi and Arya Kudi. I've always listened to them for a long time. And also I've seen Nityasri twice live. So those were really special. Just recently, like a year ago, I think I saw her twice live.
Oh, wow. Nice. So what are the current songs that you're jamming to, Indian songs?
Oh, for Carnatic songs, I play a lot.
Mhm.
There's a lot to name. Like some of them are Entero Mahanubhavalo,
Huh.
Sobilu Sapswara, and Kuraludi Manumellam. But I know over 10 songs.
Oh, nice. So I think I know Endro Mahanubhavlu. Can you just
Yes.
sing a little bit of that song for our audience, please, if it's possible?
Um, I can't play though, because my AGT strictly said that I can't play in any interviews or anything.
Oh, that's okay. That's totally fine.
That's okay.
Yeah, so now that you've already achieved the big stage AGT, and how are you looking? How is Maya looking at her next 10 years in music industry? What are you planning? What's going on in your head?
Well, what I definitely want to do in the future is to create my own music. I've wanted to do this for a very long time. So I want it to be a mix of my thrash metal and Carnatic part in it. And I think that if I go on with this and keep on creating my own, then it could be even a genre of its own and something that nobody has ever heard of. So that is my goal for the future. And everything that I'm doing now is helping me get closer and closer and closer to it. And something that I really wanted to get out of AGT, and I'm so happy that I'm getting it, is that I wanted to introduce people from India and overseas to Carnatic music. Like many people from overseas, when they hear Carnatic, they'll link it to Bollywood because they don't really know what it is.
Right.
But now I want to introduce them to the real Carnatic music and how special and divine it really is. And even in India, many kids my age are not that interested in Carnatic music. But if I can inspire a few people from all over the world to know more about Carnatic music and just introduce them to it, it would mean so much for me. And I'm very happy that I'm able to get that now. So what I actually did for AGT was a slight little bit of what I will be doing in the future. So this is just a small taste of it.
Wonderful. It felt really, really nice talking to you and knowing about what, like this last line that you said shows how what Carnatic music means to you. It was
Yeah,
beautiful talking to you, Maya. Congratulations and thank you so much. But
thank
before
you.
ending this interview, especially in
Mhm.
this social media generation, I know a lot of people who are coming out and following their passion, and there are a lot of people who are struggling, parents who are trying to. So, for all the audience who are watching, either the people who want to do it or the parents who want to support their children to do it, what do you have to say? achieve our words?
Well, what had gotten me here was a lot and lot of practice. I was practicing like so much, and I was fine with it. I was very patient with it the entire time. And main thing was I wanted to do it. I was looking forward to practicing every day. And even now, every time I play the guitar, I don't see it as practicing or as work. It's like what I want to do in my free time because I'm looking forward every day when I pick the guitar up. I'm looking forward and I'm excited to do it. So I had practiced, I was very patient with it, and I wanted to do it the entire time. So I think that if you're trying to do something that you really want to do, you just need to be patient with it and have a lot of motivation. And that is what had got me here to where I am now.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Maya
You're
Neelakantan,
welcome.
Maya Neelakantan audience. And that's it for this interview and the video link of her AGT performance. Obviously, we were playing it, and the link is in the description also. Please do check that. And for more such interesting videos, please subscribe to our channel. This is Maruti Acharya, and you're watching India Today, So South.